Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you who are new here, my name is Steph, and today we are doing an FYI before you buy on this Massimo Dutti Boucle cardigan. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. Now, this cardigan went viral last year in the white color, and ooh, it looked so good. I saw it in stock and then I didn't buy it, and now I'm kicking myself that I didn't get the white one. But I picked this one up in Greece because I saw it this year in September, and I was like, ooh, viral Massimo Dutti cardigan in Greece, sign me up. So I wanted to give a little update about this cardigan. I feel like it's still kind of going viral a little bit, especially on Pinterest. There's a lot of like action on it. So I want to give you guys a rundown of everything that I've been thinking so far after having it for about a month and a half. Like I said, I picked this up in Greece. I picked it up in a size small, which is my standard size. I said in my FYI before you buy video, just be really careful checking like the size guides and the size charts and like try things on if possible, because European brands tend to skew differently, like run large, run small with their sizing than North American brands do. I find Massimo Dutti fits a little bit big in some places and a little bit small in others. Like this cardigan, I think the sleeves could have been like an inch longer for a size small for me personally, because while I am a size small, I'm still like, I'm 5'8" and a bit, so I do have a little bit of height, so I have a little bit of like longer arms, longer legs and stuff that I would love to have a little bit more length in. So I find that their sizing is a little bit more to like a 5'6", like average European person than for the lanky half Asian kid on YouTube. Anyways, so this cardigan is actually, let me look at this composition here. I'm gonna look at it. If you ever need to know your clothing composition, there's this hang tag here that gives you wash instructions and should give you the breakdown. Okay, so this says that it is 18% alpaca, 10% polyester, and 7% polyamide. But what is the rest of the composition, my guy? I guess that's the wool composition. 45% acrylic and 20% wool. So like on the Canadian website, this is $270. $270 for a 18% alpaca sweater, 20%, so 37% natural fiber sweater is a bit egregious in my opinion, because it's polyester, right? Like polyester is a plastic derivative. It's not great for the environment. It doesn't breathe necessarily, but I do appreciate that it has alpaca, but like it's a bit pricey for what it is. Now I bought this in Greece, so it ended up being like 180 something dollars Canadian, maybe less, I don't remember anymore. So it was quite inexpensive compared to what it actually retails for, which is pretty standard across Massimo Dutti's like entire site. Everything on their European sites and in Europe is like less expensive. And yes, Europe, the continent, like no, I'm not saying Europe facetiously. I think some people, when you say like in Europe, some people take it as like, oh, you went to like one country in Europe. I'm like, no, like literally like this whole brand, like I've looked on the Spanish site, I've shopped in Greece, I looked on France, I looked on the Italy site, all of this to verify my facts. In Europe, literally, the brand is less expensive. Okay, so in Canada, this is like a $270 sweater. I don't know for the composition if I would necessarily say that's like an amazing deal. For 180, yeah, I feel a lot better about it. Still kind of pricey though, but there is a lot of other detailing in this sweater that does, like craftsmanship, that does kind of make it a little worth it. Anyways, let's move back to the wool. It is a loose knit, open knit sweater cardigan. Even though you can't see, like you can see my finger poking through, it is a wide knit. There is quite a bit of air holes actually in it. Now it is warm, but it's not wind resistant. So if you're thinking that you're gonna wear this out and about as like a cardigan, I would strongly caution against it in Canada at this time of year. I think maybe if you live somewhere warmer, yes, but it definitely needs like layering stuff underneath. You can see on the inside here, like just how wide the knit actually is. Because of the nature of it, it's very fuzzy, it's very puffy. There is potential for pilling. So just keep that in mind, especially like in the sleeves, under the arms, and down the sides here where you're going to rub. The easiest way to keep it from rubbing and like pilling up and stuff is to put a slippery like coat or something on, like a rain jacket or a trench coat that's not lined with like a cottony sort of material, like something slippery, like the inside of a quilted jacket that's unlined and stuff like that. You need a little slip to prevent it from pilling if you're gonna wear a coat. If you are wearing it just as is, know that it rubbing against each other, it may pill. Mine so far hasn't, but I really do try to not wear it doing a ton of like vigorous exercise where I'm not gonna be carrying a lot of things, where I'm not gonna have a bag rubbing on it and stuff. With the bag, because it's such a wide knit, please note that this is prone to getting snagged. It's not prone to getting snagged in the way like a tight is. It's just like, it's so open that it's so easy for something to really like easily like hook into it and pull it out. So just be careful about that as well. For the details on this jacket, you can see you have this contrast stitch here, which is really nice to look at, and that runs around the top and down. But I find that because this is also like very flimsy material, it's not very structured at the end of the day. It is comfortable because it is soft. It gives the illusion of structure, but it's not actually like very structured. There's a lot like here, this doesn't lie like flat. It does bend, it does move, and it makes it nice when it's like, when it is done up like this. But you can see, it doesn't stay straight. So just keep that in mind. Overall, I would give this probably an 8 out of 10. I think it's a little expensive, 1. 2, the composition of the material is not as natural as I would like it to be. I think a higher percentage of wool and alpaca would have been preferable for me personally. I don't really love like polyesters and stuff. I try and minimize the like exposure to plastics as much as possible, and I think when something's like claiming to be an alpaca sweater, like I want it to be an alpaca sweater. But I do know that those are there for the longevity of the garment in terms of the wash and the wear and the potential like structural composition. It's a lot more expensive to knit and dye a 100% natural fiber. It's a lot more work. So I very much, understand that. But anyways, those are my thoughts on this jacket. I'm gonna quickly take a step back from the camera so you guys can see this on with the skirt and stuff and have a look at the fit on me to give you guys a reference point for how it might look on you. Okay, so you can see that this is with a skirt. Now, I personally find it's a little boxy around the bottom. I know it's a boxy cardigan, but this is really where the extra small might have played a factor, because it would have been a little shorter and would have hit a little higher up, and potentially for skirts and stuff would have been a bit better. But for jeans, I feel like it really hits right at the perfect length. It fits a little bit below where the waistband would sit, and because jeans lie flat, or like trousers lie flat, it doesn't break up, like instead of being up here so that the whole skirt line goes out, it doesn't break up the line of the skirt. So I think it just depends on how you want to wear it, how you're going to wear it most. I really love this round cardigan, especially worn with a tank top or like a round shirt or something underneath it, or like I wore it earlier today with a turtleneck because I was cold, and I feel like it looks really nice. Now, definitely going into deeper winter, I will probably be wearing this with turtlenecks more than anything because I like to keep my neck warm. But in the earlier fall, I was wearing this with tank tops, t-shirts, and all that, and I thought it was fine. Me personally, I find myself wanting the necklines to line up. So a crew neck or a high neck tank, something like that. I really either like it to line up like this or to sit as like a scoop or a U. Now that's just me, how I like my neckline to look and how I like things to line up, but I've seen people wear it with V-necks and I think it looks great on them. I just maybe on my chest shape and how I like things to look visually in this region, it just is a little too much going on for me. I like everything to like line up, you know? Maybe because I'm a bit pedantic, but overall, I do think this is great. Like I said, 8 out of 10, minus 1 point for the price point and composition, and 2 for just like little size grading things that are, you know, I think a little bit more to just the fact that it's built, like not designed with, that it's just designed, you know, with a different maybe body type in mind than mine or something. So yeah, overall, adorable. I get tons of compliments on it and I really enjoy it. Okay, so that is everything. That is my FYI before you buy the Massimo Dutti Boucle cardigan. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one.